So many people rapping right now. I love it. It is literally like too much, you know. It's a lot to take in every day. Everybody saying the same shit in like different ways, you know. These are just my opinions. I mean, I'm not knocking nobody's dream. I just don't want the culture to get diluted, you know, where it gets so mass produced, it doesn't mean anything. Artists have to be special. Every artist has to be unique in their own right. I'm just trying to say, I guess, if you're gonna be in this game, be great, man, because you can also be part of the noise. All you young inspiring rappers out there and R&B artists and singers and dancers, keep doing your thing, you know what I'm saying, and be special.
All right, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, how's everybody doing? It's one thing to hear it from Diddy, who's very rich, very wealthy. Life is great for Diddy. I think he'll tell you that. But it's another thing to hear it from somebody like me, an up-and-coming reporter / journalist, a struggling reporter just trying to make it day to day. All right? When you hear Diddy speak on what he thinks about rap right now, and I believe even he knows this is probably true in his own house. He has young kid. Well, he got kids that are at the 18, 19-year-old age or around that age where they're probably trying to follow behind their dad's footsteps and get in the music business to a degree. So Diddy's speaking from a real place. But just to break it down to you guys, when I tell you this, I come from a place of what I see. And just to give you a little commentary on this is not like a news video. When Diddy says rap or hip hop has become diluted, we all see it. I every day I wake up and give you guys news and other things. I live out my dreams, not because it's the most money. It's not the best financial business right now, what I do right now, but I love it. Not necessarily do I love reporting on some of the stuff in the music industry, but I'm able to do what I love to do with my sports channel, and this music channel allows me the financial resources to do that. And some things about music I really do love to cover. So in the grand scheme of things, I love what I do. I don't do this because this is cool. And I think what Diddy is trying to say is, hip hop has gotten to the point where there's just so many people in it right now. There's so much to consume day in, day out. Like every week somebody has a new single. Every week somebody's trying to work a new record. And it's not just young artists, ladies and gentlemen. There are these 40-year-old, 45-year-old rappers that Diddy came up with. Let's call everything out. I got a good example. Guy like Fat Joe. Fat Joe's consistently trying to come with a record. A couple of them in work. A lot of them have it. Let's take it to the new generation. Post Malone. Really good example of somebody who I'm looking at. Post Malone, Post Malone has the best team around him to me in music right now. They're rigging the system. I literally know under the table they're rigging the system. But it's really not much you can do about it because they got a smart team. I don't know if them dudes over there are using bots or whatever they're using to get these views up, but they're rigging the system right now. And I'm not a Post Malone hater. They're rigging the system right now. And Post Malone is somebody who's flat-foot come out and said, I don't listen to hip-hop when I'm down. You got people who die for hip-hop. And to put it in perspective, there's a lot of people who put a lot of time into this culture and have given a lot of their time and energy. I've said this before. I don't know how much time and effort you guys put in research in African American culture and just how black people, how we've transformed music over the many decades. Black people started blues music. Black people started rock and roll. In some research I've done, we were heavily involved in rock and roll. Obviously R&B, other genres of music, black people generally start the cool. We are the cool. And usually what happens is we start something, the genre gets watered down because of so much. We always start what's selling, right? And what happens is once it's not cool anymore, because we're just naturally cool at shit, we leave it alone. And what happens is all these companies and brands, they flock to what they believe is cool. Right now, hip hop is the coolest, the number one genre in music. I feel like hip hop's bigger than pop right now. You know what I mean? What happens is other races infiltrate the culture, dilute the product, and the shit just becomes uncool. Our race moves on to something else, and then other races follows. If you go do your research, a lot of genres of music have followed that trend. And I think Diddy is just speaking to the fact that he doesn't want to see hip hop kind of walk under this same lineage and end up in the same spot as other genres of music. And it's tough, man. Listen, man, we need generational wealth right now as black people. 1 minute I'm like, yo, I really don't care about rap being oversaturated, if you want to say, because we need money by any means, especially in illegal ways we can make money and create wealth. We're so far in the hole. Then another part of me is like, yo, you got a lot of love for the sport of hip hop and the music aspect of it. You know, some people ain't really getting into this with their heart and their passion. They just getting into it because shit, it's easy to get into it. If you know what the hell you're doing with social media, you can make it happen quickly. You gotta know a lot of these artists who are coming out with these little quick hits don't love it. They don't care about it night to night, and it's hurting the fans because the music that's hitting radio. I mean, kids are controlling the narrative right now with streaming, right? And kids like dumber down music. They're supposed to like that until they understand some of the real shit. Well, adults are outnumbered by kids. Kids have more time. They on YouTube more. They got Apple Music, Spotify, all that now. Yo, the numbers are outweighing the people like adults who could really pick some of the better music. The kids control the numbers. They listen to Lil Pumps and Lil Yachty's of the world. Hell, and then the adults kind of got to fall in line because that's what controls radio. I'm just telling y'all the facts of what's going on out here. So it's one of those things where you kind of got to take the good with the bad. Right now, black people need generational wealth. So I tend to be like, yo, we gonna probably have to dilute this culture a little bit. I know Diddy's against that, but yo, we need money. And a lot of black people, a lot of rappers, a lot of managers are part of these teams, a lot of PR teams, they're making a lot of money right now. And a lot of people are getting rich right now. And we need that right now. So it's going to be at the cost of hip hop. And a lot of people die for this sport. So, I mean, it's kind of to each his own. It's your, talk to me in the comment box below what you think. My problem is when other races come in and just put their feet involved in our culture and don't show a lot of love back. And that's why I brought up Post Malone, because I don't like the love he's showing back. It almost feels as if though he's using the culture. Y'all talk to me. Comment box below. Subscribe to my channel for more exclusive content like this. Diddy says, yo, I love you guys getting money, but it's going to get to the point where it feels like the culture is just diluted. Y'all talk to me. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on itsmrtaliaferro.com, shawty.